it's not the biggest thing, but you have to... Come on, I have nobody else to do this. God damn it. God, fuck. Eclipse, I can't find anybody to commentate these fucking playoffs. I just can't find anybody. What am I supposed to do? Every person I call, every person I try to get says it's just not gonna work. The format's not popular enough. We can try Connor again. Let me grab my phone. Alright. Yo, Connor. What up? How's it going? Hey, can you... I know it's probably a terrible idea, but can you work on the KCC playoffs this season? I've got no one else to turn to. This is exactly the chance I needed. I thought... What do you mean this is exactly what you needed? Nothing, yeah, I'm good. Alright, well, you know, just come on over and start working on it. Please don't get sick or whatever the fuck, what happened last time. Sure, see ya. Alright, see ya. Hello and welcome to the Chucast. It's true that we're welcoming you to the final week of the KCC main season. We're clinched for playoffs, but we don't have our finalized spots, so we're not really trying too hard this week. We would like a win and hope to take first seed from Incog, because we rightfully deserve it, smile. But that's probably not going to be the case. Our opponent this week is XNDRX. I believe that's how it's pronounced. I don't know, though. And the Beckley Botany Connection, their draft consists of Adamancipators, Fluffals, Necros, Sunavalon, Predaplants, Quakimeru, Dogoron, Phoenix, Underworld Goddess, Closed World, and Triple Tactics Talent at 2 compies. I'm not very scared going into this match. We know what Adamancipator does in the format, and we should be able to play through it somewhat easily. Fluffal's a very kind of scary going second deck, but we should be able to handle it, and I don't think I'm very worried about the rest of his decks anyway. So, going into this, we're going to try to give Brave PK another shot, and hope it's just me being unlucky the past 2 games, but I think we definitely need to tinker with a deck. As for the other decks, we're probably bringing Raidraptor and Time Thief or Math Mech, depending on how we're feeling. So, let's get into some games. Our first match today is Raidraptor versus Adamancipator. We're going first, and with Mimicry Lanius plus Stranglelanius, we're able to end on Bardiche, Ult Falcon, Redoer, and 4 strikes with the PK Force into the second Ultimate Falcon on the opponent's turn. XNDRX starts by Kaijuing over Ult Falcon, then activates Friends, excavating and adding Supplier. They summon Doki Doki, and when we bounce it with Redoer, they set a card and pass the turn. We PK Force into Sack Cannon Falcon, wiping the back row, and we're able to swing for lethal the following turn. Game 2, we're hard-siding for going second, but our opponent is making us go first once again. I guess luckily we haven't drawn any of our blind second stables, and with Regulator we're able to go through our full combo, but we aren't able to add Retrograde off Winder since we sided it out, and we're able to end on the same end board as before. They start by summoning Supplier, allowing them to summon Researcher, excavating, and summoning Doki Doki. We try to Redoer, but they chain Chalice, and we chain 3 Ghost Mourner because we really want Doki negated. But they have the triple tack, which is unfortunate. They summon Seeker, Synchro Summoning Raptite, then activate Signs, Reviving Seeker, Excavating and Summoning Dragite Crystal, Synchro Summoning a second Raptite, triggering Supplier to summon. We PK Force an Ult Falcon, popping the Researcher, trying to cut them off of Dragite, but they excavate a Seeker off Raptite and summon Dragite. They bounce our Bardiche and Redoer, but are forced to pass. With double Ult Falcon to make sure our opponent can't activate effects, it's just a hop, skip, and a jump to lethal. Our second match today is PK versus Fluffal. We're going first, and with no PKs in hand, we're not really able to get very far, ending on Bardiche, Wielder, Called By, and Fogblade. Xandrix starts by activating Bear, which we negate with Called By. They activate Patchwork, adding Chain and Poly. They activate Poly for Kraken, triggering Penguin to draw 2, discarding Toy Vendor, adding Wings. They activate another Toy Vendor, pitching Wings, drawing Dog, summoning it, and adding Sheep. They banish Wings to draw, sending the Toy Vendor on field, adding Sabers. They summon Sheep, triggering the effect, bouncing Dog to summon Sabers. They activate Fright for Fusion for Tiger, trying to pop our Bardiche, so we Fogblade it. They move to battle, swinging in, then set 2 and pass. Water Enchantress off the top gets us to Griffin Rider and Draco back, spinning the Tiger, allowing Fogblade to go to the grave. We banish Fogblade for Bardiche, triggering Tornscales to summon. When they chalice our Bardiche, we try and negate with Griffin Rider, but sadly they have the second one, forcing us to pass, and with a handful of gas, they're able to get into a position where we need a miracle off the top, which we don't get, moving us to Game 2. Game 2, we're forcing Xandrix to go first, starting with a normal summon a Dog, adding Wings. They pitch Bear for Toy Vendor, activating the effect, pitching Wings, whiffing the draw. They activate a second Toy Vendor, whiffing the draw again, triggering the chain they pitch to add Patchwork, activating it to add Poly and Sabers. They activate Wing Engrave to refill the hand, then activate Poly for Kraken, setting 1 and passing. We start with Adamancipator to get our Griffin Rider plus Draco back, bouncing Kraken to the extra deck, swinging over Dog and passing. Xandrix Kaiju's over Griffin Rider, then summons Dog, adding Wing, pitching it for Toy Vendor, drawing it and summoning Penguin. They banish Wing to pop Toy Vendor to refill the hand, summoning Sheep, bouncing Penguin to summon Chain and Scoops. Okay. Game 3, we're going first, and with the first good Brave PK hand we've seen all season, we're able to end on Bardiche, Fogblade, Griffin Rider, the Brave token equipped with Draco back, and Redoer with Trap underneath. Xandrix starts with a Bear, which we call by to negate. They activate Poly for Kraken, triggering Penguin to draw 2, pitching Toy Vendor and Chain to add Patchwork. As well, pitching Toy Vendor triggers it, adding Dog. They activate Patchwork, adding Sabers and Poly, activating Poly for Cruel Whale, which we Fogblade. They activate Poly for Sabertooth, triggering the effect which we negate with Griffin Rider, and they chain chalice on Griffin Rider, so we chain Redoer to pounce Kraken. Despite swinging over a board, we're able to start to climb to lethal, and they end up forfeiting. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of the KCC main season. Xandrix forfeited Game 3 because, well, we already won the week. What's the point in dragging it out, I guess? So, the people in the playoffs consist of Incog at 8-2 plus 26, myself 7-3 plus 21, CB at 5-5 plus 10, and 0 at 5-5 plus 1. That's clear in mind, and both myself and Incog did get the matchups we wanted going into quarterfinals, so this is going to be interesting. For Burning Souls, we have Endless rounding out the season 9-1 plus 25, Leo 8-2 plus 25, Joey at 7-3 plus 20, and Trey at 7-3 plus 7. The quarterfinals matchups there are going to be Endless versus Trey and Leo versus Joey. So, I hope you all enjoyed. Comment and subscribe really helps out the channel, and if you want to see more, you know where to look. Bye-bye!